Sorry. Once your time back with my Raw review for June 1st, 2026. Once again in Italy, so we already know of where it took place. I mean, you saw my collection Italy review, that's all, which was yesterday, and show highlights of that. Then we cut to the back where we saw Roman Reigns. But like Raw was it's just a paint by numbers episode of Raw. Basically, we saw Roman Reigns in the usual step out, and the whole question is, will Jacob Fatu acknowledge Roman Reigns? Which we'll get to that. Roman enjoys the reaction from everyone and says everyone to acknowledge him, and um, and all that. And then out comes Jacob Fatu. This crowd once again is electric for it. International crowds are always fun to listen to, minus Saudi Arabia, because fuck them. That, and then they talk a lot. He has been talking L's his whole life, and it's not stopping him and all that. From Roman right now, another in favor of Fatu. He took the loss and kept his word. And last night, Jacob lost to his tribal chief, but he doesn't lose to your. And then Jake, let's keep it 100 through Roman. I acknowledge you, and Fatu takes a knee, and yeah, Jacob Fatu acknowledged him. It's probably gonna be a storyline where Jacob Fatu gets off the leash again. That's probably uh, my little prediction about that. He's probably gonna get off the leash again and be nuts again, but who knows? I know a lot of people don't like that, but keep it some time and we'll see what it is. Anyway, they show a video package of the King and Queen Ring tournament. We started with the first one of the King Ring tournament. Oba Femi defeats Penta, Soul, Sikoa, and Carmelo Hayes. Oba Femi could be a favorite to win, but he still has some unfinished business with Brock Lesnar and all that. But still, he gets the mic and he says Brock Lesnar had him ahead of clashing in Italy. He took the best that Brock could give him and all that. And there's that. This was a fun Fatal 4 match. I got a 3.5 I'll give for that. And they showed about the rivalry between Seth and Braun. That's the main event later on. Then Sol Ruga gets in, talk about being the new Intercontinental Champion, fans and you deserve it and all that. And basically there's that. Anyways, then Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee defeats Ethan Page and Rusev, I believe. Yeah. This was a fine tag match, And yeah, it was a 3 out of 5, there's that. Then, Bully Witches Penta, all the best, dealing with L. And then LA Knight comes and address what happened to kick off the show and all that. And there's that. Skip the stupid granny fuckery. That's not here. Anyway, then we get the first round of the Queen of Rain tournament. Eagles guy won this. And there's that. And yeah, it was okay. It was a 2 out of 5. That's all I have to say. Anyways, backstage, Max and Dupree talked to Pierce about being overlooked in the tournament, but Adam said he had to make some tough decisions, and then opening comes up. She will be at the top of it, and yeah. Also, that's where Bailey and Lyra are asked about this, and then Bailey, they are worried that they. And then Lyra approaches Soruka, and she congratulates her on winning the title last night, or yesterday rather, and noticed that she couldn't for it as long as for a long time before asking about a title match, and Ruka says she loves to give a shot to the first woman who won and all that. Okay. And then Roxanne was pissed that she lost, and Liv comes in and doesn't cry about losing. She talks about Dawn becoming king and queen. Right? Liv should not be in this tournament. She's already the champion, but my theory about that whole thing is Becky's. I just hope that Becky gets the belt off of her. Maybe throughout this tournament she can by next week, but anyways. And then we get the main event: Seth Rollins defeating Braun Breaker. Best match on Raw. Braun spearing Paul Heyman through the barricade was the best part about the match, but Rollins announced the Hell from Montez Ford afterwards, and Raw's done afterwards. So, yeah. 4 out of 5 will give it. Yeah, it's probably the best. Yeah, like I said, it's the best match on Raw, so that's. Uh, the best match on here. So, yeah, that's Raw. Oh, let's see. Their kind of show. That's all it was. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a late breaking news with Patrick tomorrow about something involving something. And I'm saying the word something so many times. Regardless of that. But yeah, Raw overall was it was there. It was a C plus. I could give it a B minus, but I don't know. So there's that going into the next episode of Showdown, and then Thursday, my second show, you can subscribe to the show. On that one, you'll see the Judgment Day 2003, and you know the rest. So like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, click the bell, and kind of a little short video, but I have to get this over with, done with. So yeah, bye bye.